Well, good evening, BHSers. Class of 68, or 69, or 67, or even some of you Mandan guys like Bob Green, who I've become very good friends with, and even though he beat our team up, I think 1967. You know, it's kind of interesting. I was thinking about how I do my posts on my Facebook page, and most of them are kind of, you know, in handwriting, or whatever you want to call it. And I'm thinking about maybe I should just do a video. And I wanted to kind of do a shout out to some of the people that have sort of enlightened me and kind of helped me meet some new people that I haven't seen in a long, long time. I guess they're not new people, they're actually old people that I'm going to probably see in, what, 2018, I guess it's going to be. So my point in all of this is I wanted to kind of go through some of the things that has happened to me in the last year. Most of you know that I started posting these videos, and mostly the posts on Facebook regarding my brother, Dale, who passed away. And so now I kind of want to throw my videos into it because I've gotten kind of proficient at it. I do a lot of golf videos, I do the North Dakota picnic, and it's really been kind of fun. But I haven't really kind of done anything for the North Dakota Bismarck High group. So I thought I'd just talk a little bit about some things and see where it goes. If it doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't go anywhere, but you know, I've got my annuals here so I can actually refresh my memory a little bit. But I wanted to do a shout out right away to our good friend Debbie Guy. And Debbie has been sort of the glue, if you all remember, that's kept us sort of in touch. She stayed with us through all our class reunions, and I just want to thank you, Debbie, so much for kind of keeping close to me and the rest of the gang, and keeping me posted on folks that have moved on to the next world, but also when I have a question about where so-and-so is, or are they married, or did they get married while they were in high school, or right out of high school, or whatever, she's kind of kept me posted. And so Debbie, I want to just say thank you. You've enabled me to basically get reconnected with some friends, some dear friends that I had in high school, and now having a new renewal of a relationship with them. So I want to thank you so much, Debbie, for that. And hopefully, you know, we keep connecting on our little personal chat box once in a while when we got some things we got to kind of figure out. So I want to do that. I also want to thank probably one of my best friends in life, even though I haven't seen him in probably 25 years. That's Donnie Longmuir. Donnie and I, of course, were next door neighbors at 409 15th Street. We went to Richelt. It was a marvelous life. We were both in diapers. My mom, I think, took care of his kids, and he had all his sisters come over, and we climbed the chokecherry trees, and we played Roy Rogers, and I was always Roy Rogers, of course, and he was Tonto. But I just want to thank you, Donnie, for being there for me in the old days. You helped me a lot in my life, you know. I don't know if you remember, but I was having some tough times with my dad, and I wanted to go to California and sell this 40 Ford pickup I had. Well, you said, Mark, I got a cousin that lives out there, let's do it. So I said, okay. Well, I had the 66 Mustang, and it had the 40 Ford pickup. So we hooked it up, we took off, we plotted a path to California that was flattest. The flattest, so the car wouldn't overheat. Because I knew if we went into the mountains, I don't think the Mustang could handle pulling that 40 Ford pickup. So we did that. You know, this is a 70. So guess what? We take off, we hook it up, we get out to Steele, North Dakota, and first thing that happens is the car Mustang overheats. And so it ends up that we go back to Fargo, and I'm going, wow, I'm not going to be able to sell this truck for $4,000 like I want to. And it ends up that we both agreed, mainly Donnie kind of pushing me and saying, Mark, let's go anyway. And we did. Took off. We were there for over a month. It was the greatest moment of my life to go out there, and we had a great time. And met a lot of girls, blah, 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 and it was fantastic. So Donnie convinced me to go back. I did go back to NDSU. Donnie got me a job as a circulation manager at the Spectrum at NDSU, and also got me a reporter job. And I got to bump into Casey Chapman, a wonderful guy, and a lot of guys, Mark Biebelheimer and Jerry Ray and Del McGallagher. They were all going to school there. And he even got me a room at the Teak House for a couple months so that I could have a place to live. So Donnie, love ya, and say hi to all your sisters for me. So, you know, the next thing I want to talk about, of course, is some of the people that I've bumped into that on Facebook that I'm seeing all the time. And one thing I've learned, of course, in Facebook, all of us have our different reasons, politics, etc. It's kind of, I gotta do this over. I'm gonna rub my eyes because the allergies are really going big time here. But anyway, there's a lot of people on Facebook that maybe their politics are different than mine, but I still feel the vibes of what we had in high school, even though I didn't know a lot of them real close. But now I understand that we've all gone through so many things. And I want to give a shout out to Howie Lake. Howie's on there all the time, and I think that you know, he's supportive of all of us kids that in high school, and respects all of us. We all have our own thoughts and how we think the world should go, but certainly we all respect our fellow classmates. Ron Tello, got to go golfing with Ron. Ron and I were great friends in high school, and we kind of learned on our way up. We were kind of the nerds, if you will, in high school. And Ron became a doctor, and I feel some success in my life. And so it just goes to show that everyone has a path, and if you want to follow it, you can be successful. I was glad to see my good old friend Ron Pishtek, one of my college roommates. Ron and I had so many things happen to us while in college, and he was there for me when I had probably my first breakup with a girl, and let me use this SS396 Chevelle, and I drove back to North Dakota, Bismarck, and I drove 110 miles an hour. It was in January, and eventually I got home, found out that my suitcase college girlfriend was all over, and it was great. Ron's been there for me through all the things, including my wife's passing, Annie, and so I want to just give a shout out to Ron too. He's a good guy. So lots of other people are in that fray. Jerry Ray has been a wonderful guy that I met down here. Him and I were in college together. I think he sees me as sort of outgoing kind of a guy that can connect him with new and exciting things. So I'm pretty much a go-getter, and so I do make some things happen. I want to say hi to Jerry. And there's just so many people. I'm hoping Dick Hedahl will come through for us so I can see some more of the pictures that we have of our classmates. Because like I told you, I'm doing a lot of these things to give everybody a little bit of 15 minutes of fame added to their life. And maybe some of those pictures will include some of those people that haven't been on there as much, you know. So I'm looking through here and I'm seeing Butch Woodmansee, the football player. He was a great guy. I mean, he is a great guy. I mean, you talk about a guy that had all cylinders cooking, man. And valedictorian, quarterback, champion guard. He was a great baseball player. And I hear that he's a pilot. And I think he married one of the top gals at BHS. So, I mean, there's a picture of him. And I want to say hi to Jackie Messner, who I really don't remember too much in high school. But we've connected now, and a wonderful gal, and has a business. And, of course, I love business. And so I wanted to make sure that she knows that I appreciate the new relationship that we had there. I want to give a shout out to a really good old worker that I work with, and that's Darlene Wolf. She's been fantastic. We did the North Dakota picnic together, and Gary Wolsky, my old boss, wonderful guy. We've done so much together, and we had a lot of trials and tribulations, you know, through putting the village on the map and helping keep the village going to its 125th anniversary this year. I'm looking here and I'm seeing some people that have passed. I think Robert Benson is one of them. And he was always behind me in the class, some of my classes. Here's Randy Lussinen. I used to watch Randy run at NDSU at the track with Mike Slack. Mike Slack was world class. So was Randy. I don't think most of you realize that how, you know, Randy was kind of a quiet, unassuming guy in high school, but he was a world class runner. I mean, I think he made it to some of the Olympics, especially the Pan American Games. So, pretty cool. Looking at the Demonettes right here, you know, I mean, there were a lot of fantasies that went on in my life when I'd watch those Demonettes come prancing onto the World War Memorial Building floor. Yikes. I think that got me thinking, you know what, I know I'm all man and all male when they kind of started walking around. A lot of great gals there. So anyway, I'm going to probably add some more people to this video. Ryan Larson, here's Ryan. It was so good to see him the other day and go golfing with him. He's just a normal guy, and I don't think any of us are too full of ourselves that we can't connect again with our old classmates. And I hope all of you try to get to our various class reunions, because there's not going to be many that we're going to get to. You know, we probably realistically only have 10 to 15 years left in our lives, classmates. So hopefully you, if you're thinking about somebody, you should give them a call or give them an email or whatever and say hi to them and say, look, I was thinking about you today, and I want to know how much you meant to me in my life. And I just think it would be kind of cool. So anyway, I'm going to do some more of this a little bit down the road. So, good night, my friends. Good night.